Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley at Sprinkled with Glitter. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have a beautiful, sparkly holiday card for you, and I am so excited to share it. And I will be using some products from the Pinkfresh September 2020 release, which has a ton of gorgeous holiday products, including this layered Snowflakes die set. Now, I am going to be using these very intricate snowflake dies to die cut some glitter cardstock. And I know that a lot of you in the past have expressed difficulty with die cutting glitter cardstock. So as we go throughout the video, I would like to also share some tips and tricks for having die cutting success with glitter cardstock. So my first tip is to use a metal shim. Now, if you don't have a metal shim in your stash for die cutting, I highly recommend that you pick one up because they are reasonably priced and it will make die cutting intricate die cuts and glitter cardstock much easier. You can see I've just added it on top of my dies in my die cutting sandwich, and I'm running this through my Gemini Junior. Now you're going to see when I pull this out, I have a beautiful, intricate die cut snowflake with this glitter cardstock that is absolutely beautiful. The insides do have to be poked out, but they poke out really easy. I'm just using a pair of tweezers to do that. And you're going to see that I have, oh, I love this. There's nothing like a glitter snowflake in my opinion. So the first tip, like I said, get you a shim if you don't have one. Here is a look at all of the die cut snowflakes. These are all die cut out of that glitter cardstock, and you can see I have good, beautiful, clean die cut lines, and they're all super sparkly. Now for my card front, I'm going to be creating an ink blended panel, and I'm using these Altenew blending brushes. I absolutely love these blending brushes. I got one for every color family, and I am using two colors of Pinkfresh Studio inks. I'm using the Ocean Breeze and the Coral Reef, and you're going to see me blend in the blue Ocean Breeze from the top and this really beautiful pink Coral Reef from the bottom. And in the middle, I will overlap them and go over that middle line a couple of times. And I am blending on top of the Waffle Flower watercolor media mat. Now, my second tip for die cutting glitter cardstock is that brand matters. The type of glitter cardstock that you're using actually does matter. Some glitter cardstocks have a really thick backer on them, and it can make it really difficult to die cut them, especially when you have intricate images. Now, the shim tends to take care of that in most cases for me. But if you're looking for a good glitter cardstock brand that's easy to die cut, look at Lawn Fawn, Concord and 9th, and I believe Simon Says Stamp has some as well, but today I use the Concord and 9th Neutrals glitter pack, and they have some beautiful glitter cardstocks in their store. So check those out. I know that the Lawn Fawn from experience die cuts beautifully as well, but some of the glitter cardstocks from the big box stores, they have this really thick backer and a really chunky glitter, and that can make it difficult. So brand does matter when it comes to die cutting glitter cardstocks. Now you're seeing I went ahead and took my panel here and I spritzed it with some Sukanyiko Shimmer Spritz, and then I kind of blotted it because I got some thick areas, so I just blotted that, and then I die cut it with an Essential stitched rectangle dies from Pinkfresh Studio. And now I am taking my die cut glitter snowflakes and adhering them onto the left side of this panel using some liquid glue, and I'm just tapping it on there. And if I get areas where there's too much glue, I'll just dab it off on my scrap paper like you're seeing here, and then just place my snowflakes down, kind of cascading down this side. Now, my third tip for die cutting glitter cardstock is if you're using a manual machine and you're having a difficult time getting a clean cut, try running your die through at an angle. Instead of straight on through the die cut machine, try angling your die a little bit. I know that that can help as well. And you can always run your die cut through the die cut machine twice to get a clean image if that's what you need to do. Now, I will say that I generally do not have a problem with intricate dies or glitter cardstock in my Gemini Junior, and I've had really great die cutting success even with intricate dies with this machine. Now I also have the Platinum 6 from Spellbinders, and I can use the same metal shim in both machines. So if you have one or the other, you can just pick up a metal shim. It makes die cutting intricate dies, vellum, and glitter cardstock a whole lot easier. But I have to say, one of my favorite tools in my craft room is my Gemini Junior, and I get great die cut results with it every single time. Now, I've used the Pinkfresh Holiday Vibes die set to die cut the shadow in some vellum by Essentials by Ellen Vellum, and also the main word using that glitter cardstock once again. And I'm going to adhere the shadow and the word together using a little bit of liquid adhesive. And I will tell you that that shim is also useful in die cutting vellum as well, because vellum can sometimes be a little tricky to die cut, but throwing a metal shim into your sandwich will help that process as well. Now, after these snowflakes had kind of set up a little bit, that liquid adhesive had dried just a bit, I'm taking this over to my guillotine trimmer. This is the Tonic Tim Holtz trimmer. It is the older version that has the red handle. And I am just giving a really good crop along the edge to cut off all the extra snowflake pieces. And there was one little piece that just did not want to get cut off for whatever reason. So I just used my scissors to trim the rest of that off. And now I have this beautiful panel with these intricate glitter snowflakes all along the edge. Now, to adhere my sentiment onto this panel, I am going to use some really thin strips of foam adhesive just to give it a little bit of dimension. And you can see I've just tucked it behind the die cut word to kind of camouflage my adhesive on the back of this vellum. I don't really like to use like vellum specific adhesives. I tend to use my regular adhesives and just try to kind of camouflage them behind embossing or die cuts or sequins or whatever it may be. And in this case, it is the die cut word Holiday Vibes. Now I'm also going to put some foam adhesive on the back of this panel to adhere it to my card base. My card base is made from the Essentials by Ellen linen cardstock, one of my favorites, especially when I'm working on a very simple card. I think it gives a little texture to the background and just makes it feel a little more finished. And you're gonna see I'm removing the backer from the foam adhesive, and I went to place this on my card base. And I thought, I wonder what it would look like to have a few more of these snowflakes poking out on the actual card base itself. So you would get a couple of different layers of snowflakes, and I decided that was definitely the way I needed to go. And so I had a few die cut snowflakes left over that I had not used on that original panel, but I had die cut from the beginning. So I'm just going to adhere them along the left side of this card base once again with the liquid glue, just kind of staggering them down. And once I have those adhered, I will trim off the excess using my scissors. Now, you're going to see me place these down, and in this corner, there ends up being like this little hole. My finger's kind of over it right there, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that corner needs something as well. So once I trimmed these extra pieces off using my scissors, I went ahead and put a couple of those little scraps down in that corner to kind of fill it in. Now I'm adhering my card front over these snowflakes, and then once again, like I said before, I'm trimming off the excess snowflakes that are overhanging. If you wanted to, you could definitely leave those on the card and have them kind of just flowing off the card. You would need a larger envelope to mail this in though, so just keep that in mind. And you can see I added a couple little pieces in that lower corner to fill it in, and I think that looks much better. Now, for some of you, this card might be sparkly enough as it is, but I never miss a chance to add some sparkle. So I am finishing this card off with some of the Pinkfresh Studio Essential Jewels, and I am adding a layer of glossy accents over the die cut Holiday Vibes word just to help that glitter pop a little bit more. And that completes my really super sparkly holiday card today. I absolutely love the way this card turned out. I think those die cut glitter snowflakes are absolutely beautiful, and I love the way they're kind of just running off the card on that left hand side. So there you have it, a non-traditional colored holiday card that has plenty of sparkle and features some gorgeous die-cut glitter cardstock snowflakes. I absolutely love that there is no lack of sparkle on this card. As always, I will have links to the featured products used in this project in the description at YouTube, but head on over to my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Over there, you'll find more still shots, more information, and a complete list of supplies. As always, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you picked up some tips for die cutting some glitter cardstock. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of my card making and paper crafting video tutorials. Thanks again for watching. I'm so glad you're here. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.